Last time on Sailing Britican, we ventured down the ICW and up the New River in Fort Lauderdale. The plan was to stay for only 1 week, celebrate Christmas, and then head to the Bahamas for New Year's. Our windlass problems were, however, more extensive than we thought. Will we get out of Florida before New Year's? Stay tuned to find out. It was Christmas Eve, so before heading out to Los Olas, we watched the Christmas Story. Hey guys, Christmas Eve. How's the atmosphere?
It's happening good.
It's happening? Do we think Santa's coming?
I think he might be.
Because Santa goes past the moon and you can see his reflection.
Ooh. We all went out to celebrate Christmas Eve with a Christmas beverage. Los Olas was buzzing with energy.
Thank you, buddy.
Merry Christmas, you two guys.
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Have all the best one.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
What did you say to Santa?
I said, I hope you have a good holiday.
And are you going to miss him?
I'm going to miss Naughty though.
Yeah, this is the last time we're going to see him. Oh! Can't record him. Alright, Santa, you got to get in bed. Hurry up. Alright. What about me and Daddy?
Good night. Good night.
Good night, I love you.
Alright, Santa will be here any second. Thank you, Santa. Love Santa. Oh, how nice.
Look how much I've got already.
This is all from your stocking?
Yep. But Mommy, this is pretty much all mine.
You're kidding me. What is it?
Hatchimals.
This is Andrew's first instruction on a Hatchimal.
You want me to open it?
Oh, is it opened?
Yeah.
And like, I got a unicorn!
A unicorn?
No, sorry, a pony. A unicorn, kind of, but without a horn. A Pegasus. And I like to get this out because look, it's like in the shape of an egg. Look, see? I got the Hatchimal.
Yeah,
Mommy, I got the Hatchimal!
But who's it from?
Santa! I got the Hatchimal, Mommy! I got the one I wanted! Yes! And he didn't get me the one I didn't want!
Is that the one you wanted?
Thank you! This was my big dream of getting this! And you, it's so
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's for you to, so you can travel the world.
It's a live pet!
To Kim from Simon. Oh, I like the color.
Like you like wheels!
That's gorgeous. Thank you.
It's a double-decker, I think.
Did Granddad do good?
Granddad did excellent! Thank you, Granddad!
What are you doing, Kim?
I'm making sure the Hatchimal is okay.
I'm
Simon's doing eggs Britican.
Eggs Britican.
excellent.
For
So we've got
Christmas.
Those look excellent.
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 So English muffin, salmon, poached egg, hollandaise sauce, a little cracked pepper. Mmm. Mmm. That is good. I'm gonna do the ham in the slow cooker. So it's right there. Just put it in the pan and that's it. Alright, it's Christmas morning and we're at Los Olas Boulevard here, and we are told if we walk to the end of here we will get to the Atlantic Ocean, the beach. So on Christmas Day we're walking to the beach. So this is the ICW. We went through this bridge when we made it up to the New River. So now we're gonna walk over it and down to the beach.
Look at my gills.
We're sitting here under a bridge waiting for a car rental company to come pick us up so we can drive to the Gulf Coast to see my dad and my stepmother. We're finally on our way to see my dad, and we have
3 hours late.
Yeah, we're not 3 hours late,
2.5 hours late then.
but we went to the car rental place. Oh, it's just a mess.
Everyone was renting a car that day.
Yeah, well, it is the day after Christmas, but they didn't have any cars, so they were waiting for cars to come in. We were sitting there. Anyway, we're on the road. The second we start driving, of course, we get a phone call. And luckily Andrew's staying back on the boat, and we had somebody look at our windlass, and we thought it was something to do with the fact that we put a new switch in, like a down switch.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
No, of course not. So apparently the motor, the solenoid's gone, so we need to see if somebody can
repair it.
Rewire. What is it? It's those coil things, right?
Yeah, rewind it.
Rewind the motor. And the technician guy said, you know, everybody's off. It's between Christmas and New Year's. So
we might be here for New Year.
Yeah, we might be here for New Year's. I mean, it's not a terrible thing, but I think, and I write this all the time, you just can't really depend on anything ever happening the way you think it's gonna happen.
No.
And you just gotta be flexible, and you know, stuff happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, and to get a new windlass motor is over $1,000. So we really need to get this motor fixed rather than buy a new one.
Yeah. We're going down Alligator Avenue.
Yeah. Is it Avenue?
I don't know.
It's the road that connects the east and west in southern Florida. So I'll show it to you. It's really beautiful. It's just, all it is Everglades. That's pretty much all you see is right there. This is flat. There's a little bit of water there, and swamp. Or Everglades. You don't want to call it swamp.
You get told off.
Yeah, it's not a swamp. It's Everglades. Opened our Navionics software to see where we were. So we started off over here, and we've driven all the way across to the other side, and now we're heading up. But the great thing to see, and something we don't ever see, is how fast we're going. This usually reads what? 6 knots?
Are we there yet?
Almost.
Sailboat blown off our underside.
Oh, yikes. That's not cool. There's a sailboat over there that's run aground.
Its main's out.
The Gulf of Mexico is right there.
Yeah, so there's a parasailer there.
Yeah. Can't see it just yet, but it's there. Simon and I were just saying it looks really good. I mean, considering that this was directly hit by Irma, we haven't seen any damage at all. We just saw Grandpa. I don't know. Maybe he took an elevator. Lots of hugs, lots of hugs.
It's like good.
What's happening, kid?
Doing laundry.
You've come to see your family and we're doing laundry.
Anytime you rent a car, you do laundry. But we've got all the chain laid out because we're going to re-spray paint it because it's getting very light. That's supposed to be red and it's kind of orange. And as I've been doing it, calling out, it's getting more and more difficult. You can see the yellow there a little bit, but the spray paint's definitely not as dark as it used to be. He's back.
Go get it.
No, don't.
Go get it.
No,
Go get
stop, son. I'm sure they can attack you.
What do you mean they can attack you?
Look at him. Just putting my groceries down.
Him.
This one.
Look how
Man.
much out of the water the bow is now.
Look
With
at
that chain
him.
out.
He's a big one. Right, is really big. I bet you he's older. Look at the spikes on the back of his back. That is amazing. The spray painted areas denote 10 meters. So every 10 meters there's a different color. In our anchor locker I have a color key that tells me that red is 10 meters, yellow is 20, and so forth.
And back in the anchor locker, this time it's we thought it was the wiring I did last time, but it's actually not. The windlass itself is hauling up and all of a sudden overheating and just stopping, and then we'll find out that it's actually not in line to start with. So, and we don't actually ever think it's been in line since it was put in, which is very annoying. So never mind. So this is the windlass itself. And as I say, this is the motor here, so this is what drives it all, and there's a little ram up here, and this goes all the way up through, and this comes out the top, and this is what actually works the anchor. So we're just going to pull this out at the moment, but I'm having a right problem with these nuts here, just to try and get in. Once we get them out, we should get it off and get sent away and get it all fixed, and then back in the boat again, and then away home, or way off sailing somewhere. So fingers crossed, everything goes well. We've had problems with the windlass, it just keeps on lifting up and then dropping back out again. But the problem's been is it's actually overheating, and it's when I've actually come to take it apart, we found out it's actually not even in straight anyway. So it would never last it 2 minutes anyway, and we found it was too big for the unit. So Vern here is actually going to try and get all the box off at the front so we can get it out and get the right size one and get it put back properly. And hopefully this time no more problems.
So what's just happened, Andrew?
It's my rear end.
Your rear end? How'd you do that?
A hot nut fell off a roll down, went up between my balls. You've never seen a grown man jump. Well, eventually that's it all out. It took us a long time. Good few hours yesterday and the day before, and I've been on about an hour this morning. So eventually it's out. That's the main thing. So blood, sweat and tears, it's out. I'm gonna give myself a right good clunk on the hand, but never mind, it's out. I'm going to take a photograph of the wiring in the back here now, just to make sure I put all it back on the right spot, and we'll come to put it back in again. So the man will come along and he'll inspect this. I've noticed it's all the row that's gone here, so I don't know what that's all about, but he'll know something better than that. Hopefully this will just inspect it, and hopefully it'll be okay, and we'll think it just wasn't in line. That's the problem. If everything's fine, because it seems to be fine, if everything's great, this whole motor will just go straight back in and save quite a lot of money, to be honest with you. And I suppose that's the main thing as well, because you don't want to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars or pounds or whatever on something you don't need to spend it on. That's the inside off, and that's just the final little bit here. I've bolted it from the bottom, and that's going to come off now, and that's going to go away and get looked at as well. So hopefully everything will be okay. So that's the other part of it. As I say, the chain goes through this part here and winds up.
The person that put the last windlass in bodged it up massively. It might even be that it's the wrong bottom to the wrong top, all the top is cracked. The bolts, instead of being straight, were at an angle like that, and it's knackered the motor. We can't even take the rod out, so it's knackered. So $4,000 worth of machinery is in the bin. We tried to go to a scrap dealer, or one that sells new and used, and there was a perfect one there, but it was only for a rope. and that was $2,200. So we went to West Marine. They said they could get us one in 2 weeks for $5,400, and that's with a discount. So no, and we've been on to Defender, and they are getting us one, hopefully for. In fact, the guy's ringing me now, so hang on. That's Fern, who's helping us out. We were worried about the metric compared to imperial measurements, but it's worked out okay. That's for the Gypsy, which is where the chain goes around. So we've been in contact. We're getting a Maxwell Windlass, and it was up for £5,200, and I'm getting it for $2,900. They're going to ship it today.
When's it coming?
Well, it depends on what we want to pay on the shipping. We either can do it overnight or we can do it 2 days. So it's up to us.
Okay, do you know the cost?
No, I'm going to talk to them about that.
So Andrew's got the GoPro over there, and they've put a nut in front of it, and they're going to see if they can capture a squirrel coming down to get it. So Andrew's been in this position for a half hour now. He's trying to get a picture of a squirrel. Not sure it's gonna happen. So Sienna's helping the local guy feed the birds and the squirrels.
Sienna feeding all the pigeons there and the other birds as well. Get loads of blue jays around here and woodpeckers, and lots of grey squirrels as well.
When we were waiting for things to get done on the Windlass, quite a bit of time was spent watching the wildlife next to the boat. Andrew and Sienna spend all day long trying to get the squirrel to go into the GoPro, and they just got the guy here to give him more nuts. So he puts nuts out for the squirrels and the blue jays and the birds. And the amount of time these two spend trying to film the birds and squirrels is quite a bit. If they do get any footage, I will share it with you. Michael just almost walked into the area where they're filming. So Sienna is stopping people from going by the GoPros. And Simon's doing something funny behind the pole.
Okay, the bridge is going up. I've been told that as a package for me, I'm hoping it's the Windlass. I actually ordered it yesterday and it came in yesterday, which is truly amazing seeing as it came up from the northeast of America. But here's a sailboat coming through. Fractional rig, so it's probably a cat. Yes, it is. Here's our new Windlass. Now I've got to get it onto the boat.
So we are going to open this up now and get it, have a look, check it all out. Hopefully everything will be okay.
Ooh, look at all this. Dun, dun. Oh, look at that beast.
Beauty.
Let's see if it fits.
This here hits straight on top of the bolt of the fiberglass, which is fine. I can cut that bit out, but I'm just making sure this goes further back. The reason I want to make this sure this is further back for, because the motor goes on the back of there like that, and I need to be inside the box below this part here.
Yeah.
So once it's below this part here, then that motor can be alright covered up, and this can be up, and everything's inside the box, and it's all watertight. Nearly there. All in now, all situated back in again, and that's it. And there's the motor there, and I'm just middle of wire the motor at the moment. So hopefully that will not take too long.
Simon's discussing the weather. There's a storm coming, and he's talking to people that sail to the Bahamas quite often to find out whether or not we should go or not. We've got a bunch of people helping us now.
The switch is brand new, but that could be what's wrong with it. And neither one
one of them works.
Simon looks really discouraged.
Okay, here's the main power.
Did I just hear it working?
Yes.
Finally. It's like 6:30 at night.
Yeah, I think what happened when it all tripped out, it blew the solenoid as well.
So the solenoid's gone.
Yes, there's the old one. So we got the new one that came with the box, so that's on. And we're gonna put it in a waterproof box tomorrow. We've had enough today. I'm gonna have a beer.
I just heard it work, so I thought I'd come up here.
Try it now. Full power. Right, hang on. Try it now. That's it. We're testing it for the first time. Oh!
Yay, it's
Yay,
working!
go the other
Does
way.
it go the other way? Yay! Awesome! We can go.
I didn't want to see my toes go in there. On the 31st of December, we're in Fort Lauderdale. At the last minute, it looks like we're finishing the last jobs and we're getting going. I just want to wish everyone a very happy and prosperous New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year all. Hope you have a good one.
Simon and Andrew saying goodbye to the homeless guy there. And then there's another guy over there that feeds the birds, so he comes by every day. New Windlass is there. And we're ready to cast off. Tide is running, so let's hope it all goes well. Okay, so now we gotta somehow turn around up here. Simon just pulled out. Simon is pretty amazing. He's backed us up. But the tide is moving, so I think we're gonna have to go forward. I don't think that worked like he wanted it to. So there's our old spot. I'm shaking because that was really close turning around and the tide's running. And anytime there's a tide running, I freak a bit. But anyway, that's where we just came out of. And we turned around behind us back here. And Simon did a fantastic job as always. And now we're heading out and the bridge is open. So hopefully we can just go right through, and we will certainly miss this place. I'll say thank you right now, New River, for having us. We had a brilliant time. Thank you. There's my boat. Sneaky boat. And there's Michael's boat. Gosh, and Simon's got a big boat up his butt. Here the Southeast 3rd Avenue Bridge is open. So we'll go through that. I'm gonna help Andrew now. Man, it's like a mad rush to get out. I think this guy has to go pretty quick, so we have to go pretty quick. Heading out. How you doing?
Doing good?
Excellent skills. Do you want me to go up front and keep an eye out?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
You're gonna be behind this guy though, so he'll bulldoze over anybody that comes in our way. Just like madness on here. We're winding our way through the New River. To show you how close we are. It is not a big river. So we just waved the guy, the taxi behind us through. Thank you, Fort Lauderdale, for having us, yeah?
Yep.
We're gonna get some fuel, and then we're going to head to the Bahamas. You're admiring the moon there.
No, you're
Oh, I'm admiring it.
Yeah. Yeah, truly. How long?
Now that doesn't happen every day. Looking good, guys. That's awesome.
Do it without using it.
Fort Lauderdale, that's where we stayed. So now we're waiting for the bridge to open. Just fueled up. And now we're just gonna head out to sea.
I remember.
You do? Here are some clips from our future episodes. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get notified. It's just so peaceful. 3, 2, 1.
Happy
New Year!
Guns.
Good.
I love this guy! Oh my gosh.
How hungry are these pigs?
I would hurry up.
Andrew's here.
If you'd like to see videos about sailing, destinations, how-tos, marina reviews, and more, please support our channel by purchasing one of our sailing guides. Join the thousands of people that have already purchased our guides to get information that will save you money, provide practical tips and tricks, in addition to helping you get out and enjoy boating. Or if you're not in the need for helpful how-to information and checklists, buy one of our high-quality nautical t-shirts, beach cover-ups, and other nautical gifts at our Etsy shop. We also have a lovely community of Patreon supporters too, if that's something you're interested in. Links to all of these resources can be found in the description below. These educational and hopefully entertaining videos are made possible by the profits made through our guides, t-shirt sales, and Patreon supporters. To keep them going for free, please support Sailing Britican today.